Hi, I'm Frankie, and in this video, I want to share with you how fields work and how to query with them in Azure AI Search. I'm within an Azure AI Search index called Frankie's Bakery Demo with Vectors Index. If I call search in the Search Explorer and I just get all this information back, I can see the data is a list of different types of products that I might have in my fictional Frankie's Bakery company, where we sell cookies, breads, brownies, things like that. Now, it's pretty difficult to see information when you always have the vectors coming back, so you can always go into the fields category within your Azure AI Search index and choose what is retrievable. This is the first field. Retrievable just tells you what is coming back when you actually make queries. The response is only going to come back with what you want. So if I uncheck some of these things, let's just uncheck a bunch so you can see the difference. We only want name, description, and product ID come back. We'll come up and save this, and in the Search Explorer, when we search, now we only get back our product name and description. You always get search score. That's part of the service itself. But these are now our results when we make that particular query. Going into fields, the next one is filterable. What is filterable? Filterable is all about filtering on the data that you have. Let's make an example query for this. In the Search Explorer, you can always come to View, change the view to JSON view, and see and make more detailed queries using JSON. I'm going to paste in some JSON to make a specific query using the filter category. This is going to filter based on the category, looking for anything that is equal to bread. When I do this, I also included the count, and I can see that my response comes back with 7 items: challah bread, multigrain bread, baguette, a couple different options here. This is using the filter category, or using the filterable field specifically on the category field name. Next is sortable. Sortable is being able to sort the actual items in your query. So let's use another query example. In Search Explorer, I'm going to put in this query to search by price descending. I'll get all the items in order by the price descending, and I'm able to now sort with this. Now, right now we don't have price in the fields, so let's add that in here. We'll save this, come back, and look at the price. Now, right now it looks like it's not sorting. I can see price, $2.11, $6, $3.16. Why is this? And it's because there's actually a default type for the way search is done in Azure AI Search. So what we actually need to add in is we need to explicitly state that the query type is going to be simple. If we don't, the standard query type also looks at metadata around your actual data itself, and it adds that to the search score. So it's not just looking only at the order by in terms of the number, it's looking at other information as well. So when we change this query type to simple, now we should see the order actually work. So 1484, 133, and we see that the numbers are actually now descending because we added the query type simple. Next field is facetable. Facetable is used when you are trying to give a list of different types of products that have a certain amount. If you are on some sort of product page and you want to get a list of all of the t-shirts that are red, how many t-shirts are red, and how many t-shirts have 5-star ratings. This is data that you're going to want to send back to your UI so you can make those determinations. An example query of this being used, let's set up a query for all the tags and categories. And we can see the response back as we have 6 items that have a tag of bestseller, 6 items that have a tag of holiday. Scrolling down, more tags. For the categories, we see 7 of the products have a category of bread, 7 have a category of cookies, 6 have a category of brownies. And so we would send this data category and the tags back to our UI so that the UI could help a user then filter based on the facetable categories that are sent back. And lastly is Searchable. Searchable is just when you are actually making queries, do the keyword search and vector search look at the actual data in that field. For example, you wouldn't search based on the price because there's very particular prices. So the AI search resource is not going to try to search and find information based on, hey, can we match this to the specific price? Same with, can we match to a specific rating? It's not searching by rating. You might sort by rating. You might try and use Facetable to see the type of ratings that exist, but you're not going to use a query to search, for a specific rating number. That's not what's. It's not going to be used in that way. So search is the last one. When we make searchable queries, we add a search fields field. So here's an example where we're going to see the count that comes back. We're going to search for rich, and we want to search in the fields description and name specifically. So in description and name, because they have the searchable setting set to true, we're going to look for the keyword rich within description and name. When we do this, we have a 5 count coming back, and so with the name and the description, we see rich in the description here, 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 rich in the description here. So that's how the searchable field works. Now lastly, this is the 5 fields, and we also have our vector here. We are yet to use the vector. So let's set up a vector query so you can see an example of how that works. Coming in here, we're now adding a search for bread. This is still using keyword search. And then we have a vector query, where we're doing a vector query starting with, we're going to add specifically the text. The text is going to be bread. We're searching on the content vector field, and we only want 5 coming back when it comes to the vector query. We might still get more than 5 items back because of our keyword search. And then we're deciding, hey, we only want to see product ID, name, price, merge text field come back for this particular query. Now, so because this has search up here, this is going to use keyword search, and the text bread under the vector query, we're searching using hybrid search right now. This is hybrid search. It's keyword plus vector search. So when we search this, vector merge field is not retrievable field. We get all of these items back. So there's a total of 9 because what has bread in its name will come back with keyword, and what is associated with bread, because of the semantic similarity with the vector search, will also come back. So sourdough loaf is an example that it doesn't have bread in its name, but it comes back because of the semantic similarity. Snickerdoodle, it's associated with these baked goods. Even though it's a cookie, it's still coming back. Probably not the best result. And baguette, it doesn't have bread in its name, but baguette is a bread, so it's associated semantically with bread. So this is how we get our results. And this is how the fields work. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I answer every question to help as many people as I can. If this video was helpful for you, I'd appreciate if you liked the video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.